Let's talk about side lunge. Your side lunge might look like this, but it might not, and that's okay. Let's talk about what to do in class if the class is building toward or cueing already a side lunge. There are a couple of options. So, one, I have taken classes or been in classes where they cued a side lunge, even though I can go into a deep side lunge, they cued a side lunge before I felt ready. My body wasn't warm enough to do a side lunge. So, I took some of these options before I was ready to do a side lunge, and I worked my way into side lunges when I was ready. So keep that in mind too. Even if you are someone that can do a deep side lunge, it doesn't mean you're always going to want to or be ready to when one is cued. So these options are great for people of all levels and wherever you might be in your practice. So a side lunge, you can stay up high. You do not need to be that low to the ground. If you want to stay up high, I'm going to come to this side now. We're going to still think about sending the hips back. We don't want to come forward like that. As we bend in, let's say this left leg, I can keep my hands up on the thighs. I still want to keep the weight in my heels here, sending those hips back so I get this nice stretch. I can even lengthen out here maybe, right? So it's okay to stay high, especially if that feels good and is something that you can hold. And I could come to this side as well. One thing I really like to do, and this is what I do when I'm not quite ready for a side lunge, is I'll come to a wide leg fold and then I keep my weight in the heels and I bend one knee and then the other. And so I get that stretch in the leg as I bend the other. And you can hold on one side or just flow back and forth while the class or the instructor is in that deeper side lunge. As you lower, maybe I'm not here, but maybe I'm not all the way low either. This is a nice in between. You also, like I said, can stay and hold and maybe start to lift the heel of the bent knee, maybe start to pick up the toes of the other foot and just work to lower down, right? Once you're in that side lunge, you can keep your fingertips on the mat. We do want to think about lifting the chest so we don't, necessarily want to be here. We want to think about lifting, looking forward. Feel free to use a block. I often will tell people you can start with like one hand at heart center and then work to bring the other, right? Lower the fingertips, whatever feels good, right? Think about the width of your feet as you're doing this too. It's another way to kind of adjust the intensity of the stretch and what might feel good and best for you when they're cueing and doing side lunge. Also, if you're interested in a practice where you can put these tips to use, check out this 30-minute flow. I think you'll love it. And again, as I'm cueing, feel free to take any of those options, practice them out, and see how it feels in a class.